What is going on, guys? We are back for another episode here on the channel. If you're new to the channel, I am Send It Steve. This is my 99 C5 Corvette. So I sort of took a little bit of time to think about what I was going to do, you know, whether or not I was going to actually sell the car, or, you know, what direction I was going to take it. So if you do know, I was out driving the car the other day and I lost clutch pedal. So first I was out driving and, you know, I took a buddy for a ride. I went first, second, went to go into third gear, and it grinded. And as we all know, I rarely grind gears. I rarely miss gears, but it grinded third gear. So finished off the drive, you know, everything like that. Got back to our destination and, you know, everything seemed, you know, okay. But the car felt a little off. It was a little hard to get in gear, but I didn't think anything of it. So then next thing, you know, I had somebody give me a call and say, hey, you know, they want a shot at the C5. I took the C5 out, handed them their butt, and well, during that race, it was extremely hard to get it into second gear, and extremely hard to get into third gear, extremely hard to get into fourth gear. So that being said, I just power shifted it. You know, I had a race, I had to get there, we won. So he was upset to find out that, you know, well, why are you starting your car like that? Because when we stopped, I ended up having to put the car in first gear and start it, and it would, you know, chug the car down the road. So with that being said, I got back to the house. I was kicking myself in the butt, you know, what is going on, what is going on? And as of right now, I can show you that something's still going on with the master cylinder here. And this is a Tick master cylinder, by the way. So I have been in contact with them. They are going to send me a new one, but as you see, with the clutch depressed, the car doesn't start. So I'm having some sort of malfunction down there, but that is okay. Luckily, I can hardwire it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hardwire the clutch master, or I'm going to hardwire the safety switch down there on the clutch, and I already know that if I can reach around down there with my foot, see if I can get it the first time, the car does run. So I know I'm having an issue with the clutch pedal, but as of right now, everything is working. Go into first gear here. Everything going the way it should. I don't have the exhaust hooked up, guys, so that's kind of why you're hearing it as loud as you're hearing it. So as you can see, we got the car back together. The car is running. The car will be at the drag strip, which is the very next thing I want to talk about, guys. Today, Saturday, it is a little early, kind of. Oh, it's 9:30. But today, July 7th, we will be going to Beaver Springs Dragway. So I want you guys to come out. I want you to know we are still going. We are taking the C5. All I have to do yet is bolt the exhaust on and take it for a drive. And, well, now we'll get into what I replaced of it. So when, you know, inspecting it, I noticed in here that about, I'd say 4 or 5 of these fins were pressed down in. So initially I thought, okay, the clutch is destroyed, the clutch is broken, you know, I'll just get another clutch. So I made some phone calls. We ended up calling the guys up at Vette Villians, and they actually had an RPS twin disc RXT clutch laying there. Of course, it was used, but it had low mileage on it and it looked good, so we purchased that, and obviously it's back in my car now. So here's a picture from that. Not sure how well you guys will be able to see this, but we have located our problem. It's only about 12:21 right now. I had the trains out by about 11:45, but well, I'm gonna get the clutch off here and then I'm gonna call it a night. I'll touch base with you guys in the morning to what all I found. Fun. As you can tell from what's going on behind me, we got a little bit of a situation on our hands. So nonetheless, the big guys, great guys up at nonetheless, the great guys up at Vette Villians, they got me covered. I am en route to their house. They're about 2 hours north of where I am, so we're gonna go ahead and take a car that I need to drive anyway and make sure it's good and ready for sale. So let's jump in the car and I will talk to you guys a little bit on the journey up. Yeah, that's right. I can pull a tranny out of a C5 Corvette in about an hour and a half on the ground. All right, guys, well, we have just arrived back. They actually had a McLeod RXT clutch here in stock that they didn't know about. So I ended up, you know, negotiating with this and purchasing this. So this is going to be the new clutch for the C5 until I can save up some money and actually just go buy a new one. Now, we do know I do make some pretty good torque out of this thing because it is, you know, one, a nitrous car, and two, because it is a LQ9 6-liter. So the car does make good torque, so we'll see how long this one lasts, but hopefully it lasts long enough for me to save up some money and actually put a brand new clutch in this car. The old clutch system I will actually show you guys in a little bit. Let me get this car back together because I want to drive it today. Sure, from that, then, you know, I'm back here now, and this plate goes on there. Then this is the second plate, which when I took it off, obviously it was down here like so in its holder, and when I removed it and picked it up, this is actually how this was, like so, right there. And the reason I can see all this is, you know, there's markings everywhere of where this thing, you know, right there, that's a mark. Literally, when I took this clutch apart, it was sitting exactly like this, burnt to this other disc here. So that lied where our problem was. Everything else looks really good. I was in contact with a couple people. They did say that they make replacement discs and everything for this clutch, because as we do know, this clutch did hold power very, very, very well. I am very happy with this clutch, other than the fact that my master cylinder went bad. So with the master cylinder going bad, part of being, you know, an adult, part of doing this and things like that are, you know, you gotta move on from some things. So unfortunately, with that being said, it is sold. I'm actually selling it for $1,000, and you know, I'm not even upset about it. You know, the money's not really the issue or anything like that, but sometimes you just got to move on, and I am, you know, I'm actually excited to move on. So the nitrous kit will be sold. I have a buyer. He is taking delivery of it once we get the car, you know, down to the fab shop, and I got to give those guys down to the fab shop. It's AA Fabrication down in Hanover, Pennsylvania. So he will have the car in the next week or so, and we are going to start the twin turbo build, guys. So that's right, we sold the nitrous kit off of the car, and you know, we're going turbo. So I'm still in the air right now, guys. He's going to see what he can do. He knows he can do a twin turbo kit or a single turbo kit. Maybe for my pocket, I might need to go single turbo. I don't know. We are going to find out. I did talk to a bunch of people, and they want me to go single turbo because it's a little bit more, you know, cost efficient and maintenance friendly. So who knows, guys, but the car will be twin turbo in the next, you know, few weeks here. I hope you guys are excited, and sorry about that little bit of clickbait, but you guys know I love you. But we did sell the nitrous kit out of the car. This is going to be the last runs at the track on nitrous, guys. I mentioned Vette Villians. I gotta again give a huge thank you to the guys up at Vette Villians, Brian and Justin Miller. Justin actually met me pretty early in the morning, one morning to actually pick up the clutch, and it was actually yesterday morning. So Justin, thank you for meeting me. I appreciate it. You know, I know you wanted to get your daughter to daycare and things like that, but I super appreciate you meeting me. Brian, always thank you. And another thing I wanted to note on here, guys, is we actually replaced the fuel filter again on the C5. I just figured, you know, we're here, we might as well get it done. So we got a new fuel filter on there because I'm hoping that that's sort of my fuel starvation on startups. As you see, that during that startup there, it did fire up pretty quickly. So who knows, guys, maybe that problem is resolved once and for all. So we are going to get a new clutch for it, and we already have the new TIC master cylinder on its way. So the master cylinder should be here, I believe, Tuesday, and then the clutch will actually be here on Monday. So we're going to end up doing this all again, but I'm going to leave it together for the way it is now. I do have a stock master cylinder that I'm going to toss in it. As you can see over here, I still have the stock one. So we are going to actually toss that back in the car and get us down the track and everything today. But I got a little bit of work to do, guys. Like you see, it's almost 10 o'clock here. The track opens at 5. We will be there. This car will be there, hands down. So guys, please, again, come out, have some fun. Let's hang out, you know, and I'll get to share the C5 with you guys. Clips of me, you know, doing the transmission job. I don't know if you guys want to watch it. I personally don't like watching myself work on cars. That's why I don't really do it that much. But all in all, the car is back together. The car will be at Beaver Springs Dragway today for a test and tune, 5 to 9. Please come out. Please show your support. Have some fun. And, you know, I got a bunch of buddies coming up. They're bringing their cars. I actually have some really, really cool cars that are coming, and I'm excited about them. They're turbo cars and supercharged cars. So I'm excited to see how the day pans out, and I want to see you guys there. So again, guys, if you like the content, please smash that like button. Please subscribe. And I'm sorry I'm not going to have a clip of the car driving today posted, but I can assure you I will post it on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, now's a good time to head over there. Follow me on Instagram at sendit_Steve. And, you know, like my comments, please subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next upload. Alrighty, not sure how much of that you guys can see, but we have the new flywheel in place, and we have the new McLeod RTX clutch, twin disc going back in. So we should have her up and running in probably, I'd say, about 4 or 5 hours. So I'm gonna keep plugging and chugging, guys, and I'll try to record a little bit as we go. Alrighty, we got the McLeod in place. Time to keep chugging away, guys. We are making good headway, and the sun ain't even down all the way yet. Seriously, one of the longest and annoying things about this car is all these little bolts the whole way down through the tunnel. Trans is in, guys.